Hello, welcome to SquishiVision, where us, you, somebody is going to give their thoughts on this episode of Bad Batch. This is, Bad Batch Bounty Lost. I'm going to give my immediate reactions, having just watched the episode, so not really any chance to kind of scrub through it, so there doesn't give me strong detail here. It probably won't be that long, although they have released a mid-season trailer, or mid-season look, or whatever. So we'll give that a look. I have to do my thoughts, and then I'm gonna do a look at the trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So yeah, well, this episode, no, I mean, so my feedback for the last episode was it was the first good one in a while, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we had Crosshair in it, providing a very strong antagonist with a very credible threat, and then the twist at the end with Cad Bane was pretty good. And so I was hoping this episode would carry on that momentum, and it does. I mean, it's not as strong as the last episode, but it doesn't, go back. It just doesn't. Last episode was strong, I guess, in comparison to all the previous ones. This one wasn't as strong, but I guess you can't all be the best. It was good though. There was a solid kind of. There was momentum. I guess is what I want to see in the show. There was a lot of momentum, which helped. Obviously, I think Cad Bane was fantastic, and we got to see Cad Bane face off against Fennec Shand, and there was it wasn't like Battle of the Ages, but it was entertaining enough, and I enjoyed the kind of conflict that we saw between the two of them. I mean, we didn't focus so much on the action between the two of them, but the bits we saw were pretty decently done. I mentioned last week actually that I assumed his appearance in here made the Boba Fett duo non-canon, but someone's pointed out actually that when his hat lifts up, you can see a mark on his head. So that actually apparently wasn't the case, and it was canon. I'm gonna burp. I warned you. And yeah, so we got the plot reveal about who was hiring who. Pretty much as I predicted, so nothing was spectacularly out left wing. I guess the biggest reveal was actually more or less the fact that there are like kind of two factions with the Kaminoans. I can't remember the names. I'm sorry, but the government wants. I think before they were actually. I think the splinters only just happened now. I think before everyone want. I heard a noise and then my cat freaked and I was like, someone broke it from my door or something. But I think it was just him bolting. Where was I? I think they wanted Omega back. And they had kind of two different really aims towards it. I think both Kaminoans want them back, but the one who actually looked like Omega wanted her back to make sure she was safe, and she was doing all that kind of hiring, and then because that didn't succeed, Feminist hires another bounty hunter, and then has revealed that as soon as they get Omega back, they're gonna kill her and basically just take her genetic code. So now she rehired previous Fennec Shand. So now it's like competing kind of goals with Omega. And now it just appears that the other Kaminoan is fine for Omega to like not come back to Kaminoa, and that's it. So that's good. We have that kind of conflict established. We know kind of a lot of what the motivations are. There's so much speculation actually about who Omega was, and if Omega was a Force sensitive clone. Some people speculated that she was Palpatine's clone because in some of the promotional posters she has a similar. I think she holds her hands like this kind of gesture, which Palpatine, especially in the animated series, does a lot. People are speculating that maybe she was a proto Palpatine clone, or some kind of Force sensitive clone, or something or another. She turns out, I was confusing. They were like, she is a first generation pure genetic, non-modified clone of Jango Fett. So she's essentially, in a way, Boba Fett's kind of sister. Which actually is interesting. Actually, I'm going to touch that thought in a second. But Michael, clearly you've changed something because Boba Fett presents masculine Boba Fett and Boba Fett present as males, whilst she's presenting as a female. Well, I guess apart from that, she's like an unaltered clone of Jango Fett. It's actually interesting. I wonder if this is going to tie into the book of Boba Fett. I wonder if she survives the Bad Batch, and we get to then see Omega in live action, being like, "Hey, Boba." I don't know what voice I was going for there, but clearly it wasn't Kiwi. She's like, "Hey, Boba, I'm your." I'm not gonna try. I can't do that accent. But she's gonna be like, "Hey, Boba, I'm your sister," and it's gonna be like, "Oh, this is happening now. That'll be exciting. That'll be interesting. I wonder who they get to play her." Will they just? Well, she's meant to be considerably younger at this point than Boba is. So they can't just get Tamura Morrison to play her with a wig on, which would be hilarious. So I wonder how they go about that. What else about this episode? I suspend some degree of disbelief that everything will be working perfectly on this abandoned station after however long, but I suppose it's never really revealed how long it's been abandoned for. And I guess in Star Wars things just work. Yeah, no, I mean overall it was a decent episode. It wasn't like, spectacular like last week was, but it was good enough. I'm just gonna drag this window across. Turn OBS into studio mode so then I can set up. Right, you might hear something very briefly. I think you did so very briefly. Set up this so I can so you can see me react to the mid-season trailer. Right, let's give it a watch.
Times have changed. Things were clearer when we were just soldiers.
Why aren't you fighting for the Empire?
We're different. Our priorities have shifted.
Good thing you met me then. You make money, I make money.
I guess we're in.
In the end, we all choose sides.
Terminate them.
Yes, sir.
With Crosshair gunning for us, we keep a low profile.
Very low.
How pathetic. Nice to see you too, Crosshair. The bounty hunters after Omega. We need to find out why.
Our position has been compromised.
Stay casual.
Oh, no, you don't!
Hunter, tech.
That's not comforting.
The Bad Batch. New episodes now streaming only on Disney+.
Uh-oh. Didn't mean to jump to that trailer. That's what's coming next.
Comforting.
Right, okay, well, I mean, that wasn't actually a sneak peek so much as it was. Most of that was just what we already saw. So I don't actually think I'm going to dig into it. Although there were a couple of very minor shots of some places. There's a place where we saw a couple of, I think, not AT-ATs, AS-ATs? The predecessors of the AT-ATs advancing on a crowd. There were some shots of them attacking, I think, in the same location, stormtroopers or proto-stormtroopers. But I think the vast majority of the clips are actually what we saw, which is annoying for a trailer. Although, in their defense, that was a very well edited trailer. I like how the sound effects synced up with the beat of a track. So, I mean, kudos to that, I guess, where that's due. Okay, well, I have it set up, so I'm going to go straight into doing my reaction to the new Shang-Chi trailer. So stick around the channel, and I will be live again very shortly. See you in a few.